I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners on January 17th, 2019, officially open. Start off with item number B on the agenda, approval of the reorganizational meeting minutes of 1/14/2019 and the regular session minutes of 1/14/2019. Have you had an opportunity to review those minutes?
Yes.
Could I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Judy?
Mrs. Corcoran.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Painter.
Yes. Moving up in the front of the agenda, I'd like to move to public participation. We've reached the public participation section of the agenda. If there is anyone in the audience that would like to address this board, please do so by moving forward to the podium, state your name and your address. Would anyone like to address the board? Barring none, we will close the public participation portion of the meeting, and we will move to the consent agenda. A consent agenda has been prepared for the board's consideration. Fellow commissioners, are there any items that need to be removed so that we can have further discussion and consideration?
None that I'm aware of.
None.
I make a motion we approve the consent agenda as prepared.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please, Judy.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran.
Yes.
Mr. Painter.
Yes. We will move to page 3 to the non-consent portion of the agenda. Item number 4, payment of bills. Recommendation of the Board of County Commissioners that we adopt Resolution 006-19, resolving to approve payment to vendors in the total amount of $2,785,197.82, as set forth in the BCC approval invoice reports for the checks dated January 16th, BCC directed prepay invoices, vendor invoice list reports, items paid for by fund and check date range report, and procurement card transaction report presented by the county auditor on 1/14/19, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants for the same pursuant to section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion for approval of item number 4?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation or discussion? Judy, roll call.
Mrs. Corcoran.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Painter.
Yes. Item number 5.
Commissioners, John Cascade is going to present items 5 and 6, but they are related to one another as we're adding a position and deleting a position for our table of organization.
Good afternoon. Before I officially read items 5 and 6, I would like permission to kind of give you an overview of where these items came from and why they're on the agenda today.
Sure.
I'll be weird and start with item 6. Item 6 is a current position that's under the Department of Information Services, Director Brandon Hopner. It's a systems analysis 1, I think, system analyst 1. That position has been vacated by the retirement of Pam Houpt, who did an outstanding job, been with the county for 29 years. She retired December 31st. This position is funded out of the DPSS budget, and with the changing of DPS and the needs and things that have to be addressed, System Analyst 1 is no longer a position that can fill the needs of the DPSS, and that's why we've created the new DPSS Project Manager classification, and those are the reasons for the change. You'll also note that the pay ranges have changed. It's a decrease in the budget of the DPSS department with changing the title also. And if there's no further questions, I'll do the official reading.
Item number 6 first, John. Item number 5, I'm sorry.
Recommendation of myself, Director, Department of Public Services, in concurrence with Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to adopt the revised table of organization for the Clermont County Department of Public Safety Services to add the position of DPSS Project Manager, classification number 79545, pay range A, as outlined in Exhibit A, attached thereto and made part of effective 1/16/2019, and further to authorize the update of the appropriate internet links and appendices accordingly.
You've heard the reading of an item number 5. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation or discussion?
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. Item number 6, John?
Requisition of Brandon Hopner, Director of Information Services Department, with concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to adopt a revised table of organization for Information Services Department to delete the vacant position of 1 Systems Analyst, classification 69151, pay range B, as outlined in Exhibit A, attached thereto and made part thereof, effective 1/16/2019, and to further authorize the update of the appropriate internet links and appendices accordingly.
I think both the dates on those, we thought we were having a meeting
Yes.
yesterday. And
Yes, we did.
so they're really 1/17,
Right.
2019.
As are reflected in the draft.
Yep, as are reflected in the draft.
You've heard the reading of item number 6. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any further discussion, conversation?
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Item number 7.
Item 7 is a recommendation to execute an extension of management agreement by and between the county and First Transit, and this will exercise the first of 2 options to extend the agreement for an additional 1-year period, effective 1/20/2019 through 1/19/2020, and the amount will not exceed $109,632.
You've heard the reading of item number 7. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved.
I'll second.
Any further conversation or discussion?
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. Thanks, Tom. Item number 8.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good.
Item number 8 is a recommendation to make supplemental appropriations for 2019. The first item is for the general fund for the non-operating, non-departmental health area for other expenses, $600,000. And that's in order to place a budget, in order to do a cash advance. Real estate assessment overtime, requesting $25,000 to get ready for the revow. The next few, 2, 4, 6 of them in general fund, is for the auditor, elected official, and fringes, commissioners and their fringes, and Board of Elections, board officials and their fringes. And those are due to the pay bill that went into effect for this year. And then the last is the sheriff policing revolving, other expenses, $2,600, and that is to provide cell phones for the school resource officers.
Thank you. You've heard the reading of number 8. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Been moved and second. Any further conversation or discussion? If I remember right, the pay bill was about a $9,600 impact. Is that about right?
Right, 9,100. Yes, you are.
I think it was $9,600.
Okay.
600, right.
And for those that are watching today, explanation real quick, Mary, on the pay bill?
Okay, there hasn't been an increase for the officials since 2008, for COLA. And so the legislature passed Senate Bill 296 that granted a 5% increase for elected officials who start their new terms by the first of this year. The commissioners are only affected by Mrs. Corcoran's. The other 2 of you will have to wait until a new term starts before that would kick in. The auditor's increase kicks in when Linda starts her new term in March, second Monday in March. So she'll get a 5% increase. And then the 4 Board of Election members were granted an increase of 5%. Theirs is based on the number, the population. So on the first 100,000, it's so much, and then it has tiers in there. Now, they are not governed by the same law about getting interim increases, so theirs went into effect right away for all 4 of them.
In that was a point to be made that interim increase, any increase does not apply to an interim elected official.
Correct.
Okay.
By Ohio Constitution.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. Any further conversation, discussion? Judy?
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. Item number 9.
Good afternoon. Yvonne Smith, Benefit Plan Coordinator for Clermont County. It is my recommendation, with the concurrence of Thomas J. Eigel, County Administrator, to authorize David L. Painter, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute the excess loss insurance policy, policy number 16-013862-00. This is the excess loss experience refund endorsement and the administrative agreement by and between Clermont County Board of Commissioners and Symetra Life Insurance Company of Bellevue, Washington, for the provision of stop-loss insurance protection for the Clermont County Medical Plan for calendar year 2019, in concert with the acceptance of the proposal for option 1 of the group excess loss insurance submitted by Symetra Life Insurance Company, which was dated 11/15 of 2018, and was presented to the Board of County Commissioners by Haran Associates on 11/7/2018, and ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 12/5/2018, will be effective for the period of 1/1 of 2019 through 12/31/2019, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein, and further to authorize the Clermont County Auditor to remit payment to Symetra Life Insurance Company in the amount of $62,118.19, which represents the January 2019 premium payment, therefore, contingent upon the release of the required purchase order in concert with requisition number 1752, dated 1/16/2019, relative thereto.
You've heard the reading of item number 9. Do I have a motion? So moved.
Second. I have a question.
Sure.
Are the dates proper there? Because it says it was submitted on 11/15 and Haran presented at the Board of County Commissioners on 11/7. That would seem backwards.
It was
Um,
dated the 15th.
It was dated the 15th, but it was presented on the 7th. Okay.
Correct.
Very good.
Haran did their presentation on 11/7, and
Okay.
Okay.
It was dated after the fact that it was presented to Haran.
the recommendation
Yeah.
from Haran was presented on
Okay.
11/7.
Yep, got it.
And then it was signed subsequent to that on the
Yep.
15th.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
On the 5th of December.
Yeah, December the 5th.
Any further conversation or discussion? Roll?
Mr. Painter?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have come to item C of the agenda, and it is necessary that we have an executive session pursuant to Section 121.22, G1, and G3 of the Ohio Revised Code to 1, consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of one or more public employees, and 2, to confer with the prosecuting attorney regarding pending or imminent litigation, respectively. Do I have a motion to enter into executive session?
Make
moved.
that,
Sorry.
I'll second.
Could we try that again?
Claire made the motion, I second.
The second.
Got it.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. We have moved into executive session. We will return. We have returned from executive session. There were no decisions made. We'll proceed on with the agenda. Do we have any add-ons?
We do. The first add-on is a recommendation to amend Section 8 of the Clermont County Personnel Policy and Procedure Manual entitled Rules of Procedure for Sessions of the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners. And this is outlined in the attached Exhibit A, and this will be effective at the next regular session of the board, which would be scheduled to be January 23rd. And before we move forward, I do have the Exhibit A for the board to look at, so you can see the changes that are
Thank you.
proposed.
And they're in red
Yes, sir.
with a bar out to the side.
So page 3, under section 4A, the word utterance and the phrase "or outrages the sensibilities of the board." Page,
Tom, it's noteworthy that this is under the section for board sessions. It's under the duties of the president.
correct. And moving to page 4, this is under section D, order of business, and we've moved public participation before the consent agenda and non-consent agenda items. This allows individuals to be able to discuss or ask questions about anything on the agenda. And page 5, under G, public conduct, again, we've moved, or we've removed outrages the sensibilities of the board. So those are the changes that are proposed.
Okay. Board members, you have heard the suggestions for changes in the rules of procedures for sessions of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners. And after reading
Is there a
those,
resolution? Is there a resolution, Tom?
No, this is just a recommendation to
Okay.
amend.
Okay.
and after hearing them and understanding them, do I have a motion to amend the rules of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners procedure for sessions?
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further discussion? Judy?
And these are effective January 23rd, 2019.
Yes, the next regular scheduled session. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. Tom, are there any further add-ons?
We do have a personnel action, and this is Lisa Shoemaker in Department of Job and Family Services. She's a Social Service Worker 3, administrative leave, non-disciplinary with pay, and it's effective 1/14/2019.
Do we have a motion from the board?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion or clarification?
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Painter?
Yes. If there's nothing, Tom, anything further to come before the board?
No, sir.
If there is nothing further to come before this board, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Judy?
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mrs. Corcoran?
Yes.
Mr. Painter?
Yes. That concludes the January 17th, 2019 meeting of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners. Thank you if you're watching, and hope you have a safe and pleasant day. Thank you.